This is part one of Africa's premier sports video podcast, the Three Quarters Podcast. Tag us in anything sports that you're interested in. Hashtag to use is 3QP. I'm Demima Duffield.
And I'm Nora Kamuya.
So, match day 7. Our feature game was Nondies versus Kabras. That was at the Jamhuri Showgrounds. This was bound to be an interesting game, I feel, because, I mean, Kabras have been top of the log.
Yeah.
They've been stronger than everyone so far, you know, beating everyone very convincingly. And Nondies started off pretty well. You know, they started off at the top and then just, you know, it's not been, you know, very good for them. But I mean, last weekend they beat Impala, just beat Impala. And this weekend I was hoping to see maybe a better Nondies than I saw. But that's only for the first half. I mean, first half piling, you know, Kabras piling the points. 41 points, all in the first half. Second half, Nondies getting, you know, sneaking in one try. Finally getting their defense in order. I think the coach Foxy was just like, what are you doing? Oh, that's Willis or Joe. Yes. So I feel like in the first half, Nondies have, in my opinion, a pretty young team. So I feel like they were kind of phased by, you know, Kabras. It was, oh my gosh, this is Kabras. What are we going to do? And I mean, I remember at some point it was just they were greasing tackles. I mean, no one wanted to take a tackle. Okay, there were a few people who were, yes. But it almost looked like they really didn't want to get in the way of, you know, their opponents. But in the second half, really stepped it up. Tackles were much better. So it was a game of two halves. Let's say Nondies won the second half. But final score, 41-5 in favor of Kabras. How was that game for you?
I mean, everyone was saying, Nondies guys are saying at least we won the second half. But look, it's the first time I've seen Kabras play this season. Of course, we expected that there were going to be some improvements following the changes that happened at Kabras. You know, Philip Jalango coming in as chairman, Henry Duplessis coming in as coach, and of course him beefing up the squad with a couple of, you know, exciting talents, Claudio Hannes, Logan Basson, and Mario Wilson. So I was very impressed. Number one, at how much of a professional outfit Kabras looks. You know, with their walkie-talkies and everything, you know, merchandise. Earpieces, merchandise, everyone has jackets, you know, traveling bags. They really look like a professional outfit. And that, you know, that's something we've kept on preaching here, that you have to start running sports like a business. And only then are you going to produce the results that you want to see. And that's exactly what happened on the pitch. I was very impressed with Kabras' transition play. They never really slowed down the ball at the breakdown, and Nondies never capitalized on that. I thought if Nondies were going to have a chance, you'd kill the ball at number 9 before leaving Brian Tanga, or kill the ball from number 10, that's Logan Basson, because once it gets to Nick Baraza, then it's a done deal. And that's exactly what we saw. Nondies were unable to kill that ball, either the scrum half or the fly half, and that ball was getting to the backs, and the backs were having
running
a field
riot,
So yeah, I mean, they piled up the points, 41, and right from second minute, when Brian Tanga went over for a try, right from the second minute, they were scoring the points. So 41 points in the first half. And then Nondies, two things. I think one, the changes that Kabras made to the lineup, or the substitutions that they made. I think the subs came in thinking, look, the game is done, so you know, we can take our foot off the gas pedal. And that's exactly what happened. So they didn't score any points in the second half. And Nondies, you know, credit to them and kudos to them. They did grind. And they were able to get that one try, and they were able to prevent Kabras from, you know, piling up the points. Though I think if the original squad had stayed, would have been getting to 80. So all in all, it was a good display by Kabras. They are showing us if you want to win this title, then you need to take sports a bit more seriously. You need to take this game a bit more seriously. You need to invest if you're going to be getting the desired results from the pitch. They're very clinical, and it's good to see, you know, folks like Logan Basson, by there, who's a brother to a Springbok beyond Basson. Mario Wilson with exciting running lines from the videos I've watched. It's good to see folks like them, you know, coming to play in the Kenya Cup. And, you know, investment, like we're saying, we keep on saying, Well, granted, it's an admirable thing what we're trying to do to promote our local coaches. Teams need to take in, to invest a bit more in bringing these foreign tacticians, because these guys have been dealing with the game from birth. And as guys just pick up the game at 14 years. So Kabras leading the way and showing what exactly is supposed to be done. And unless something magical happens, I just find it difficult that Kabras are not going to be winning the title this year.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing, you've mentioned a lot about the Kabras team and how good they looked. One thing I think that's very commendable, especially when you bring in players from different countries and a coach from a different country, the way the team seems to have gelled. You can't tell these guys weren't together maybe a year ago. You cannot tell at all.
Yes.
Your no-look passes, your switches, your man is there.
Yeah.
Like, you release the ball and he's going to be there, which was, I think, really good.
It was, and it was entertaining. I mean, I think for everyone, there was that one try by Philip Pokorach where he ran about 60 meters in the last step and entered the whole stadium up in arms. So it's really entertaining. There was the looping of the fly half, and I think he controlled the game very well. Logan Basson, it was not rushed, and you felt that his backline was very calm.
Yeah.
While on the Nondies side, Sine, who we had seen be very calm in the game against Impala, we didn't exactly see that this game. Martin Juma came in, then he got injured, so there was a little bit of problems for them at number 10. I can tell you for a fact that is not a problem at Kabras.
No, definitely not.
So, like you're saying, it's good to see what Kabras are doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So moving on to the other games, we had Oilers versus Strathmore, 19-19. I don't think I expected that, but I'm not surprised, to be honest. Nakuru versus Homeboys. Homeboys just winning that 19-18.
Yes.
Mwamba versus Impala. Mwamba actually winning that 2016. Again, I'm not too surprised.
Yes.
Black Blood versus KCB. Now this one surprised me a little.
Yeah.
2015 in favor of KCB.
Yeah.
And the last one on the day was Kenya Harlequins versus Mean Machine. Big score, 47-3, which was more or less expected.
It was expected. KCB versus Blood. KCB, I don't know what you're feeling, but I'm not too impressed.
Not this season.
Not this season. I'm not too impressed with the way they're playing, especially seeing what they did last year, going unbeaten. I was expecting for them to build up on that, but they're not inspiring confidence. But anyway, look, it could have been that Blackbird actually had a good day.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I started asking myself if KCB puts on a weaker side. But anyway, moving on. Match day 8. Feature game will be Impala versus Kenya Harlequins at 4 o'clock. So that'll be the TV game. So guys can watch us on Bamba as well. But we've got KCB versus Nakuru, Homeboys versus Strathmore, Nondies versus Mean Machine, which will be the 2 p.m. game just before our feature game. We've got Kabras versus Mwamba, Black Blood versus Oilers. How do you think these will go?
First game, Impala, of course, I'm going to call Queens. Impala versus Queens, on the basis that, by the way,
they've been playing better.
Yeah, they've been playing better. Yes, I'm a supporter of Kenya Harlequins, but also, let's be honest, Queens have been playing better than Impala has. Next game is? Next
game is KCB versus Nakuru.
KCB.
Homeboys versus Strathmore.
Homeboys.
Nondies Machine.
Nondies.
Kabras Mwamba.
Kabras.
And Black Blood and Oilers.
Oilers.
I would go on Black Blood.
Mwamba, please be the first guys to keep it under 40.
Well.
Be the first guys to keep it under 40 when they play Kabras.
I'd like to know what guys think. What you guys think? How are these games going to end? Because clearly you guys want to shock us this season. Remember, you can find us on social media. That is by following us on Instagram, liking our page on Facebook, and subscribing to our YouTube channel. I'm Demi Duffield.
And I'm Nora Kamuya.
See you in part 2.